Hey, it's good everyone. Look, Iceman here. I guess it's gonna be my lawn Zamboni today. Well, I guess it's got hydraulics on it, and technically it's got a blade, even though there are a bunch of little blades or smaller blades. But anyway, this is the Toro right here. I'm gonna be driving this today. It's a nice day out there. You can see the sun right there. I got a beautiful view there. I'm gonna have to show you a little bit later. I don't know if I can see that around the mountain there, but you can see the Mount Baker out there. Looking really nice out there. It's supposed to be in the mid-60s today. Beautiful day to mow. So I gotta bust this thing out here. This is the Toro. This is the perimeter mower and the mower around the baseball fields and stuff. Then we're gonna bust out the Kubota over here with the Trimax. Right now we got the grader hooked up to it as well as the bucket there. We're doing some work last week with it, so I think I remember how to take that thing off. I can see the view over here. Oh, there she is. Not bigger. Anyway, I'm gonna be mowing the grass, you know, on the other side of that turf field, then back around this way over to the baseball fields over there. So what I gotta do basically is I gotta fill some more dirt in. I got like a 30-foot trench. I gotta dump some dirt in still. So I think I'm gonna probably do the perimeter mow first. Then I'm gonna use the bucket and finish filling that thing up because I gotta take the bucket off. I don't have to really take the bucket off, I guess, to mow, but I gotta take this thing off to mow. But I don't want to put it back on because this is a kind of a counterbalance, I guess, to the bucket. And there's a little excavator there. We're using that last week to dig the trench. And we're back over here to the Toro. So go ahead and actually get this thing warmed up. Then we'll go ahead and do the perimeter mow. I bought a little camera strap here. It's not going to be terribly exciting with me driving back and forth mowing the grass, but I'll give you some shots out there of me going over the grass and maybe filling the trench and the beautiful view of the mountain there. Then I'm going to come back over here and wrap it up at the end and put a nice little bow on top. Alright, just finished my day mowing right here at the park. At the Kubota here of the Trimax and the Toro. I spent about 2.25 hours on the Toro doing the perimeter mow and doing around the baseball fields and the valve boxes. And this one took me about 2.5 hours, close to 3, because I had to do some, go around some trenches that we dug over the weekend. So it took probably like 20 minutes longer than it should have. I tell you what, these things drive like 2 different kind of machines. Like this one drives as it looks like a tractor. And this one over here drives like a riding lawnmower. But the big differences between the two is that this right here is rear wheel drive on notice, so it really turns much tighter and differently. As far as your decks are in front of you, you kind of see what's going on. I feel more comfortable, and this one feels more comfortable to drive than the tractor, so to say. I finally figured out how to do the cruise control over here at the end, so that was kind of good. But this over here, again, you have your decks in front of you, but you also have 2 decks on the side. And this does stick out a little bit in the back, but you're more aware of what's going on in front of you with this mower right here. And it feels much different and feels much better, at least for me. I kind of like to ride this one a little bit more, but it's not as reliable as the tractor over here. This one's probably not even a year old, and this one's probably going on 6-7 years old now. And I tell you what, I gotta talk to the guys about maintenance and stuff. They've been doing a fantastic job and stuff, but I want to make sure I continue that, because I could see a lot of grease points. I mean, there's a zert right there. There's some zerts on these rollers right here, and this thing just kind of jiggles and wiggles everywhere as you're mowing and stuff. You have 3 hydraulic motors in front, 2 for the back ones, plus the drive and the steering and stuff. I tell you what, this is even though this only gets used maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 6 months out of the year, it gets a lot of abuse going over the grass and stuff. I can see that this needs a lot of TLC to keep it going. And same thing over here. This thing drives, again, a little bit differently. Again, obviously it's more like a tractor. And it drives like a tractor, and it sits like a tractor. And everything that's going on is kind of behind you. And as far as maintenance, you can see that there's grease zerts on these rollers up here, right on top there. I spent probably like 20 minutes washing this thing out of 3 decks and stuff. So this basically has your 3 decks, 4 cutting heads on each side. This back one has 3 cutting heads. And again, it's going to be a lot of maintenance on this to keep it going. I feel like this should be almost greased. I don't know, you mow once a week, twice a week during the busy season. It probably should be mowed, or excuse me, greased at least every other week, if not once a week. I don't know, at least these rollers and stuff. And maybe at the end of your mow, greasing it to get the moisture out of the bearings is probably the best thing to do. I don't know. I got to talk to what they've been doing here, and also I don't know if Toro is like Zamboni, and as far as Zamboni, you could call them and they'll answer any question you have about the machine and tell you how to work on stuff. I don't know if Toro's like this. This did give me a little trouble when I was out there. The hydraulics for the blades basically shut off a couple times on me. That was kind of weird. As well as at the end, it kind of stalled on me a couple times. If I turned the blades off, it wouldn't stall. But if I had the blades going, it seemed like after about 10 minutes, it would stall on me. So now it happened last time, about 2 hours into the mow. It's kind of right at the end. So it's kind of, I don't know, kind of concerning and kind of sucks, because I kind of had a little bit more I wanted to do with this thing. But I just want to make sure I got it back to the shed. So I pulled it back here. This thing right here, again, being like a year old, it's much more reliable. I feel like if I'm going to be on there, I'm not going to worry about this thing breaking down, at least at this point. It's looking new. I really think that we should go through and wipe this thing off. I don't know. I don't like it looking that dirty. Just want to show you the mowers here. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video down to a few minutes, but maybe a little bit longer than some of my videos. And then I know this is not quite Zamboni or ice maintenance and stuff, but again, the channel is Ice Rink Diaries, and this is what my life now. This is what I got to do, I guess, to keep my job. Got to come out here to the park and mow the grass. And hey, man, it's not terrible. Look at that, nice sunny day like today. Nice view out there. People breaking stay-at-home orders. Beautiful. All right, but it's time for me to get out here. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. As always, hope you learned something. Like the local Iceman says, stay cool.